Selling your car to Carvana is as easy as...
As easy as pie?
Sure. All you have to do is enter your license plate or VIN.
As easy as a stroll in the park.
Okay, then just answer a few questions and you'll get a real offer in seconds.
As easy as singing.
Why not? Schedule a pickup or drop off and Carvana will pay you that amount right on the spot.
As easy as playing guitar.
Actually, I find that kind of difficult. But selling your car to Carvana is as easy as...
Can be.
Visit Carvana.com or download the app to get an instant offer today.
With Lucky Land Slots, you can get lucky just about anywhere.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to... Has anyone seen the bride and groom?
Sorry, we're here. We were getting lucky in the limo and we lost track of time.
No, Lucky Land Casino, with cash prizes that add up quicker than a guest registry.
In that case, I pronounce you lucky.
Play for free at LuckyLandSlots.com. Daily bonuses are waiting. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
No, I don't give a shit. You do the dishes. Hey, Eric, how are you, man?
Yeah. I'm doing all right.
Oh,
man.
I was talking to myself, actually, because nobody's in my house right now.
Nobody's in your house. So based on the Chris Donovan policy, that means that you're naked.
No. Pants less.
Oh, okay. Pantsless. That's
Yeah, I
right.
have
You're
to
a
wear
pro
a shirt.
shirt guy, anti-pants. That's
I
right.
am. It has to be a V-neck, too. And
Has to be-
stop right above the junk. So
Yeah.
just like kind of just poofs out. It's like,
Just poos
oh,
out.
that's a cool little shirt. Oh my God, dude. Put on some pants. Welcome to We Should Be Better at Wearing Pants and this podcast.
Yes, we absolutely should. I hear it's been has it been rainy out where you are?
It rained for one day and 500 people died.
Nice. Yeah. My father always used to say that if it ever snowed in Los Angeles, 1 million people would die.
Yeah, easy. Very, very. I mean, that's to say the least. That would just happen on the freeways. Think about all those roads that were built to not have snow or ice on them.
Oh
Like,
my
like,
gosh.
straight
Well, and
up
also the
down.
roads, I don't know if they were built to properly drain out there because like
Nope.
it would puddle up on the freeway, it would puddle up on the sides of the freeway, and yeah, it just is not
How funny would it be though to to just sit there and watch? People won't even be in these cars, but the cars are parked so like close and on steep edges. If you drive up to the Hollywood Hills, how hilarious would it be if you just sit there? You just stood there, which is standing and sitting at the same time, and just watch these things start sliding down the road, because it doesn't matter if it's, it's the weight and the ice. It's gonna. I remember standing on the road one time. I couldn't walk because I kept sliding back down the little hill I was on. It was nuts. So
Yeah, and if you're not used to it, I mean, in Southern California, obviously, yeah, you drive up to like Big Bear or some other mountainy places and you could get some experience with snow. But for the most part, that was like a 1.5 days worth of experience in snow a year that Southern Californians would have. So yeah, if it ever snowed down in like the metro LA area, it would kill off half the which honestly
which would be great, which would be
I'm kind of
fun.
rooting for it. Like, yeah, think of how great it would be. Imagine just removing 1 million people out of the general LA area and how much better that would actually make Los Angeles. Like that'd be probably the best thing that could ever happen.
Well, the one thing that would happen is there would be a lot of frozen people because of the homeless.
Yes.
But beside that, there would be a lot of heaters that don't work. So then there'd be a lot of frozen people there. And then, just then, think about all the crashes on the freeway. Or just one big one. Actually, it'll be like, all right, if you're going east on the 10, don't.
Anywhere. What part of the 10? All of it?
So if you're going west on the 10, don't. And if you're going to take a side road, don't, because they're all blocked with people in accidents. So the best route is to stay home. Or if you're, brave like Kobe, grab a helicopter.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly. Well, brave like Kobe.
Too soon?
Jesus. Ouch. Ouch. That one stung a little bit. This is today I was out playing golf and drinking, or as you I was drinking and playing golf.
There you go. Yeah. I always tell my wife that I'm going to go, hey babe, I'm going to go golfing Saturday. You mean you're going to go drinking and hope you find your balls?
Yes, exactly.
Well, I mean, I do that every day, but today I'll go do it with some clubs.
Oh, yes. It was definitely interesting. When it's a business meeting, you're supposed to keep all things professional, which it always starts that way. The first like 4 holes, 5 holes. It's very prim and proper.
At the exact same time.
Yeah, exactly. Like the first like 4 holes, it's very prim and proper. everyone's minding their P's and Q's, everyone's fine. But by like hole like 9, you're kicking your ball out of the sand trap. Everyone's steering the golf carts and trying to do power slides in the golf carts. People are throwing their cans, towards the track. Well, no, I mean like throwing their cans, trying to make it like, Kobe, and shouting and like trying to make it in the trash can from like 40 feet away.
Oh yeah, that happened.
Or they're hitting their ball at you when you're on the green. Or I mean, basically it just breaks down to pure pandemonium about 4 or 5 holes in. And then just it wears on you when you and it's really windy out here right now. Like
so you did
really windy. So you'd hit your ball in the air and it's just like you have no idea where it's going.
Well, I mean everything's flat there, so the wind's probably like, I don't know, hurricane force today.
Yeah, it really is. It's really strong winds. And so it was funny. It was just one of those things that it separated or it
separated the men from the boys. Did what?
It brought the good players and the bad players closer together, because even if you're a good player, your ball just got blown into the woods. And if you're a bad player, you hit it into the woods anyways. And so it's like everyone was kind of on equal footing. It was quite nice.
Yeah.
I'm still a little buzzed, to be perfectly honest with you. I'm a
little jealous I didn't get an invite and a plane ticket. I mean, God, you're rich, aren't you? Don't you live in Texas now where it costs $10 a month to live?
Yeah, right. Well, what's funny is the plane ticket would have probably been the same price as the round of golf, which is what's funny.
No, because I would probably bought Spirit Airlines. Kidding.
Yeah, exactly. Well, no, that's my point. Is that like Spirit Airlines like $62 or whatever. No, so had some fun. Yeah, played some golf, which I had not done in a while, and so it was nice to get out and swing the old crooked sticks and get some
clubs.
And with some clubs, and I had an interesting week. I got to pitch my product to the Texas Rangers of the Major League Baseball Texas Rangers, and it was super cool. I got to go down into the depths of the stadium. I got to see the locker rooms. I got to see the media room. The room where there's the banner. Yep. That'll have the logo behind it. And they all sit at the podium and they got to answer questions. And
way smaller than it looks, huh?
It's way smaller. It's like the size of someone's living room.
Is the ceiling really like when the guy gets on the chair, is the ceiling like right above his head?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And what was fun, so I sat down in the chair and I said, go out in the audience and start shouting me questions. And so the guy who was giving us the tour went out in the audience and said, so how do you think the team performed today? And I said, no more questions. And I like smacked the table and walked away. And it was a fun time. And I got to tell you, man, some of these stadiums, the new ones that they're building,
they're insane.
It's insane how good they are. And then it makes you go back to your crappy stadium that you've been going to. And it's like, oh, wow, this stadium blows. I mean, they had a speakeasy. They literally have a speakeasy where it's a door that says no admittance, player personnel only.
Uh-huh.
But if you pulled that door open anyways, it leads into a speakeasy bar in the middle of the stadium.
See, now that's dope. Like, that's so cool. And those stadiums too have become so efficient. They probably have their own water recycling plant in there. They have probably solar panels everywhere on top of you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
they're making these things so like on their own type thing, like unplugged in a sense, off the grid.
Yeah, no, they totally are. And they have everything there. The other thing that was kind of cool is when we were selling this, it's a beverage. It's like a cocktail in a can. Okay. So like it's
like
mixed
Moscow Mule or something.
Yeah. But it's like not the seltzers, like it's actual like real gin or real tequila or real whatever in the can. And the guy who was we were trying to strike this deal with the Texas Rangers goes, oh, we're trying to be a big concert destination as well too, like that. We're trying to get our name out there as like a destination for concerts. So we're putting a lot of effort into concerts. And he goes, like next year we got a bunch coming up, and he starts listing them. He goes, like for instance, we have the Strokes playing with the Red Hot Chili Peppers. And the guy I was with goes, oh, that's my all-time favorite. It's the guy who owns the Spirit Company. He goes, okay, oh, that's my all-time favorite band. Like the Red Hot Chili Peppers are my all-time favorite band or whatever. And the guy goes, oh, well, it's really no big deal. Why don't I just put all of your stuff in the green room for the Peppers to drink, and we'll get some pictures of them drinking it and stuff like that. And the guy he totally had like a meltdown. He was like, what? And it's like, I just made this product. I just launched this product like 4 months ago. And like, I already have it's going to be like, my favorite band is going to be drinking it. But it was like a cool moment because the guy was just so nonchalant about it. Just like, hey, do you just want this in the green room so that the Chili Peppers can be drinking your product? And we'll invite you back in there so you could show them your product and stuff like that. And he's like, his mind was blown and he was super into it. So it was like a really cool moment. And the guy told me if we start doing business together, I can call him up and get tickets. If I had someone coming to town and I wanted to get someone, show someone a fun time.
That guy's smart. What he did is made 2 really good connections between you and the other guy. Both of you hustling out there in the world. But my question is to you, how long did he suckle your thing after that? Because you introduced him to the guy, right?
You think he would have, right? Like you think there would have been a hearty handshake and a reach around or something nice. But no, I literally just got a, hey, that was cool kind of a vibe when we were walking back to the car afterwards. I'm sitting there going, buddy, do you not realize like how awesome that just was?
Yeah. It's funny. Did you just, when he closed the door, did you like, fuck the Chili Peppers?
No. So I did kind of have a funny moment. So the guy goes, I have to bring some samples back to the main guy at the Texas Rangers. And he goes, hey, stop by, come up to the offices, bring me some of these samples of product. And, I'll tell you what, I got some really cool Texas Rangers swag that I'll let you, pick out whatever you want and you can take it home and everything like that. And I had to go, well, so here was the calculated risk that ran through my head. I'm in the middle of this deal, and this is probably a $500,000 deal that I'm putting together. And I don't want to risk it, but at the same time, I want to be true to myself. And so what do? I hate the Texas Rangers.
Yeah,
I absolutely hate them.
You do.
So,
I wasn't waiting for that to come out.
I totally hate him. And so he says this to me, and in that like 1.5 seconds of time before I was going to answer him, all of these thoughts are running through my head. Like, what if I were to say something and it queers the whole deal or whatever? But then I just said, screw it. I'm going to go for it. And I said, nah, I'm not really interested in any gear. He goes, oh, why? Do you already have some of your own gear? I said, well, I do, but I burn it because fuck the Texas Rangers. And I said it just like that. And there was a pause, and he goes, and I'm really nervous because there was a pause. And then he goes, are you a fan of someone else? I'm all, go Angels, fuck you Texas Rangers. And I walked away, and luckily I got a good laugh. And so he was pretty cool about it, but it was definitely a calculated like risk. Like it could have really gone poorly.
Yeah. You could have ruined the deal right there, but it really could have.
I literally risked a $500,000 deal on my love for a sporting team. So yeah. And here's the thing, throughout my career, I've had to pretend to like all kinds of things that I don't like to make a deal, right? Like someone's
like
really into country music. I pretend to like country music just to get the deal done. Or someone's like, oh, I'm a huge Chicago Bears fan. And I'm like, oh, the Chicago Bears are awesome. It's like my favorite team. I've done all of that in my career, but I can't go against like the rivals to my favorite team. I just like, if someone was a Red Sox fan, I couldn't be like, oh, I love the Red Sox. I couldn't do it.
No. Yeah, no, you're definitely loyal. Some ways the wrong way, but loyal.
I tell my wife, the only thing I'm 100% loyal on is, honey, I'm loyal to you. But outside of that, I'm willing to sell my soul for anything. Just about.
Right. It's true. Hey, I have a question for you. Have you ever heard of that Nextdoor app, and not the backdoor app, the Nextdoor app?
Oh, the backdoor app was on the show Bad Ideas that we had. The backdoor app is where, we'll go into it on a future episode. But yes, of course, the Nextdoor app it's a bunch of crazy Karens complaining about shit. Isn't that basically what half the app is?
That's the best way to put it. Yeah, I mean, I'll read you some of the headlines. It's usually like stupid people that are like, oh my God, I saw a coyote over here. Like,
I get a lot of that too. We get a lot of the we don't do the neighborhood app. We do the Ring Doorbell app, which is the same basic concept. Yeah. And they do the same thing. It's like a coyote was spotted 2 blocks over. It's like, I care. Do I give a shit? Yeah,
like, okay, we know they live here. Why do you have to keep telling me where you saw them? Okay, so that one happens all the time. And then I always get the ones that are like, my truck was broken into, or my husband's tools were stolen out of his garage, like stuff like that. Or, all of my purse and stuff were taken out of my car because I left it unlocked like an idiot, dumb shit like that. So I'll read a couple of headlines. Thieves. Okay. Suspicious. Heads up. Okay. Karen, calm down. Is there anyone...
that was the headline?
Suspicious. Heads up. How about this one? Coyote sighting on Hacienda Drive. That's a long fucking street. Okay. Is this anyone's Rottweiler? Oh my god, that's hilarious. Okay, so here's the one that caught my attention, and the reason I ask is because I want to know what you would have done if you would have read this.
Okay.
Now you see all those ones like here's one. My little kitten I found on my lawn is now 8 weeks old. I don't give a shit. All right.
That one's one like great. Then make an announcement, like take an ad out in the paper if you're that proud of yourself. Like,
how about you get a friend?
No one else cares.
Help get a friend. I am trying to find this headline right now, and I'm having issues. But here's one: at risk missing person.
Okay.
It's like an old person walked away from a retirement home or something. It's like, what the hell? Oh, here's one. I have my 6-year-old grandson update. Wow, I missed the first one.
Why is she updating the neighborhood on?
I'm totally sucking right now because I'm looking for the one headline that's like ridiculous, and I think I might have passed it. So give me 1 second to find it. That risk woman missing. Oh, look, package or box grocery thief. Ooh, loud boom. At risk missing person. Oh, here it is. Okay, this one's gnarly. Help me save the children. Please.
Are they holding the children hostage? Like how can I possibly help you?
Let me elaborate on just what I can see in the email before clicking. I'm at the American Inn off Magnolia and La Sierra and Riverside. I can hear kids crying and being beaten and raped. There's a lot of noise coming from upstairs.
Wait, you're hearing
real.
Kids be beaten and raped. You're that sure about it. Why are you posting to the app and not calling 911?
Okay, that's my first thought. And then this was
okay. So what I would have done in that situation, I would respond back and go, I am one of those children. Please send help. Also bring cookies, a flamethrower, a picture of B. Arthur naked, an autographed picture of Russell Wilson throwing with his left hand, and a Pepsi.
And we never want to pay taxes again.
Yes, exactly. Yes, but like seriously, like post back and be like, "Ma'am, I am trapped. Please come find me." And then just give her coordinates to like the middle of the desert. Like, here, you could find me at this, GPS reading.
Yeah, that's what she put up there. And then to follow it up an hour later, we got, "Please help. Call the police for me. These people at 911 forwarded. I'm at the American Inn off of Magnolia. The back room's upstairs. They're torturing kids. This is not a joke."
I have a feeling that is a joke. That's someone screwing with you.
I think they've been removed by now, but that's just the emails I have. And I read the comments below. I was trying to pull it up because I can read the comments. They're hilarious. About 5 or 6 comments down, it was just a crack pipe. And it was like, meth can fuck you up, or crack kills, or something really silly. Like, people were making jokes, but other people were like, well, why aren't you calling no one else, other stuff? So
okay, so
that's gnarly, dude. Like,
it is. Now let me ask you a question about that though. So what do you think is worse? Is it the people who post it, that kind of shit, or the people who respond? Or no, let me rephrase that. Or the people who are always monitoring that app to see what's going on? Like, which is worse?
Well, I think I'm probably the worst because I just laughed at it and was like, that's not real. And then I told my wife, and she's like, you think it's real? And I read some of the comments, but I think the people that are posting it's like, do something besides behind your keyboard. Like, if you're right there, you can hear it. Go fix it. Grab a bat, grab a police officer, and go up there and show them. But no, they didn't. They went down there. They said they found nothing.
Yeah, see, and that's why I think half of that stuff is a mistake. I mean, from the coyote sightings to my cat's missing to, I mean, if you're at
here's one. Yeah. Glass on street. Do you think I give a shit? I know how to drive. It's like, come on, man. It's just I don't have the alert set up that often, but I got those the other day because it was pretty creepy. But man, I'm tired of social media, especially with all the Karens on there. When old people got on social media, it got ruined.
Yeah, and that's I mean, I don't know. I think that that probably started off as a good idea, like, hey, let everyone in the neighborhood share what's going on in the neighborhood and communicate and all that kind of stuff. But unfortunately, the type of little old ladies that like to peek out their windows and watch what you do across the street are unfortunately the ones who are on that site and running it. So whatever the original intention of that site were, it might have been like nice, but I don't think that's what it turned into.
Nah, it's ridiculous. It makes people more scared, or people are just needing oh god, Does anyone know where I can get local honey? Now, is that a metaphor for sex?
That kind of feels like it is. I mean,
Right? Local honey. I want to go to farmersonly.com. That's what I should post.
Oh my god.
Oh man, this thing is ridiculous. I can't. This is dumb. But I saw those the other day, and I'm like, I wonder if I should do something.
I think you should start. You should register on a fake Nextdoor account and just start reporting the most weird, random shit ever. I've been abducted by an alien. Please send help. Located in sky. Or just
They'd probably
weird
send the cops. Somebody in the, you know what? There'd probably be the people that sent the cops outside across the street with binoculars. Where is he? Where are the aliens? Oh my god, I want to see.
or announce weird shit happening. Paul McCartney is putting on a free concert at this address. Anyone who wants to show up is welcome. Like, just put on like just weird random stuff.
That'd be awesome. Like Norco, it's going to be at the big giant fields. Come on down.
Or start doing stuff that's like somewhat kind of believable. Like members of the Los Angeles Rams will be signing autographs at the local Walgreens from 3 to 5 p.m. Make sure that when you show up, you're wearing a cowboy hat and suspenders so that you get in for free or something, like just put on weird stuff and then start to see what responses you get. And
dude,
I think that would be good.
Put like a beer festival, free beer festival. Come on down, try some samples of, local beers or, imports, all this stuff, and then have like really, 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 really fine print on the bottom says no beer or no alcohol at this event. And then when everybody shows up, you're like, no, I'm sorry, it's just water.
Yeah,
no?
exactly.
No?
Same thing. Or it's our new clear beer. Alcohol-free beer.
Zima.
Oh,
Zima's making a comeback. Yeah. Hey, so did you hear that somebody got shot? Let me rephrase that. Did you hear that somebody got shot in Hollywood when they weren't supposed to?
Yes, right. And this didn't involve a homeless person or a gangbanger. Yeah, no, you listen, it was a story that as soon as I heard it, I wanted to get your thoughts on it. This is basically the movie is called Rust. It was shooting, I believe, in Arizona. And it was Arizona or New Mexico, something like that. But
Mexico.
It's New Mexico. So it's shooting. Alec Baldwin is not only the executive producer, he's one of the actors in it. And of course, he was handed a gun that he thought was a prop gun and was empty and filled with blanks, and he shoots it. And so he shoots it, killing the director of photography and wounding the director. Now, everyone was wondering how that could have possibly happened. Like, why would he be pointing it at the director? Because typically you don't point it at someone. And they said that the shot that they were going was he was aiming down the barrel, which is the movie reference for aiming it at the camera.
Yeah, right.
The camera was looking down the barrel of the gun. And so he was so obviously pointing at the director and the whatever, and he was supposed to fire it at the camera. Unfortunately, it was a live round and struck and killed God bless her. That's just such a tragic way to die. The director of photography was really young. She had worked on a few pictures, but and wounded the director pretty bad. And honestly, I really feel for Alec Baldwin as well, because imagine that you're just an actor doing a job and you fire what you think is a safe weapon and you kill someone. I mean, to kill someone accidentally has got to be I kill people, but it's on purpose.
That is true, but you don't also say I'm boss baby and then walk away after you do it either.
Yeah, but I mean, you see that picture of Alec Baldwin on the phone, like,
he
and
doesn't look
you
happy.
can tell he's really distressed. Like,
I'd be freaking out because, well, who the hell brought a live round? Like, I don't understand how that would happen at all.
Well, they said that some members of the crew were off shooting those guns with real ammunition out into the desert, like having fun with it, and somehow real bullets got mixed in with fake bullets. But here's the thing, why would real bullets even be on a set? Don't even give yourself the option of mistaking the bullets.
But why are you loading a gun if you can't tell the difference between real bullets and fake bullets?
And that's the armorer's job. So there's an armorer on set, and their job is gun safety, and they check it. You're supposed to go to all the directors, the DP, and the actors, and show them that it's empty. And then you hand the weapon and you announce cold gun on set, and that means that this gun is a safe gun. It's been verified. Apparently, from the reports, the person who handed Alec Baldwin the gun shouted "cold gun."
Oh, wow.
Alec Baldwin grabbed the gun, shot it, and it killed someone. So Alec Baldwin, the actor, is safe from any criminal charges. Unfortunately, Alec Baldwin is also one of the executive producers of the film, and they were saying that conditions were so bad from a safety standpoint that they had a crew walkout that same day that person got shot. That the crew, some members of the crew, staged a walkout saying, "We feel that the conditions are unsafe," and then literally hours later, someone gets killed.
You know what? I did hear one thing that there was somebody that was put in charge of the guns, and she wasn't very comfortable with it, or they weren't very comfortable with it.
It was her second. So this is the one who
I'm guessing my guess is the armor the other person walked out. This was somebody new.
Well, they said that the woman who was in charge of being the armorer for the set, it was only her second ever job as armorer.
That's so gnarly.
So, and she's the one who made the mistake of putting live rounds. So she's probably going to be going to jail.
Yeah, probably born. She's probably born. He never used a gun ever.
Alec Baldwin could face criminal charges as the producer because it's his responsibility to have the whole set safe. Now, I don't think it was Alec Baldwin's fault, but you know how it is. The boss gets in trouble, right? And if you're the boss, even if someone below you did something wrong, you're in trouble, probably getting sued. But it's just heartbreaking. Here's the other thing I want to know though. So CGI has gotten so good that you could use a rubber gun on set that is totally safe, and in post-production they could add firing coming out of the gun and the gun cocking back, and they can add our gun spots on the wall. That's how they did the entire John Wick movies. Keanu Reeves is not using a real gun when all those fire. So, every 4 seconds he's shooting someone.
Yep.
That is a rubber gun. And that is a rubber gun that they are adding all of the effects in post-production. So why do we at this point even have guns that fire blanks at all?
Well, I mean, he doesn't have a John Wick budget. So he probably wasn't going to do any CGI.
I mean, I guess that's true, but you know how it is too, man. All that stuff has come so down in cost because it's not as, it's not as expensive as it used to be.
It's just one more thing that they're going to be like, all right, we got to control more guns because one idiot effed up, like there should be somebody that hasn't been doing it for 2 days. Like they should, especially with guns. I mean, I had to go get COVID tested to stand in the background. Why don't they get freaking tested to use a gun? Like give them a little training course or something. Make them go through the hunter safety course or something, as if they were trying to get their own gun, and then let them be in the armory. But don't put somebody in there that has no idea what they're doing. Stupid.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alec Baldwin, it's your fault.
It's totally your fault, Alec Baldwin. And honestly, like I said, I feel that going forward, this is probably going to cause a lot of changes on movie sets.
Mm-hmm.
But listen, the cost of doing CGI for gunfire and stuff is come down so much that I don't think it's worth the risk to have a live weapon on set anymore. Why would you have something that could cause a problem? And think about it from the insurer's point of view. If you're insuring a movie and you're like, so wait, you're using a real gun when you could just do it in post-production and not harm anyone? Like when they start feeling it in their pocketbooks and it's more expensive to make a movie because of the insurance, that's when they'll all start switching. When they look at the cost, they're like, wait a minute, we could just do it in post-production for less money and it will look better. Sure, let's just do that. And safer,
Well, I mean, not safer because you have to pay some chubby white dude to sit behind a computer for about 25, 30 minutes, get Cheetos on his shirt. So it's not really that safe.
Yeah, but Chris, what I'm saying is I would like to be that chubby white dude.
You like Cheetos, huh?
I do like Cheetos and I want to get paid.
No, yeah, that really sucks. I mean, I feel bad for him. I know, obviously, all of it was, I mean, the crew was handpicked by him. He's the one producing it. He's putting most of his money behind it. I heard that too. So
now how do you release that? How do you continue filming on that movie now at this point? Like, think about it. All his money is tied up on that. And what do? You gather the crew like a couple days later and go, okay, let's resume filming. Let's move on to the next gun scene.
No, you go back to that same scene. You go, well, the last one was, kind of a bust. So
who wants to get behind the camera and help me shoot this scene?
And honestly, why do you have to get behind a camera anymore?
You could do it all remote as well. Yeah, that's another good point. Yeah.
I know, low budget, blah, blah, blah. I don't have enough money to make radio signals from one machine to another because it's too much money. I get it. But yeah, that's gnarly. Also, if they were in the middle of nowhere, power is probably a big deal too. So anyway, Alec Baldwin probably going to go to jail for about never.
For never. Yeah, he's not going to go to jail. He's pretty safe, but I'm sure he'll face a big fine as the executive producer. But I do think the armorer is going to face some serious, probably jail time. And yeah, it's real sad. And hopefully it doesn't happen again, because you want to feel that when you're doing your job that you're safe on your job and you're not going to die from it. So
yeah, it's gnarly that they wouldn't check the gun. I can't get that past my head, because I grew up with guns. I was shooting guns when I was 4. Not at people like you, at animals and stuff. I had a big.
Well, I was shooting into animals too, but it was like in the suburbs, just other people's animals in their backyard.
And you kept calling them animals when you shot too.
Yes,
the people.
You filthy animals.
You were really into Home Alone back then.
I was really I was definitely when I was like really into Home Alone. All right,
drunky.
Well, listen, man, I am going to get going, and had a great week. I'm still a little buzzed. I'm going to actually go drink a little bit more and enjoy my weekend, and hopefully everyone out there does as well. And hopefully you are not on a movie set getting shot this week.
Hey, he's here all 5 seconds, people.
All right.
All right, guys, go to thisisfunner.com. Check out all the other podcasts and online content. Hopefully some big things coming. Working on some shows that might have some clout to them. Not like this one.
We all are fans of clout.
Nobody's listening right now anyway. But anyways, lots of cool stuff coming up. Thisisfunner.com. You can follow me, Chris_Donovan, to him at Snatches Rat Pack. And bye.
Bye.
Selling your car to Carvana is as easy as...
As easy as pie?
Sure. All you have to do is enter your license plate or VIN.
As easy as a stroll in the park.
Okay, then just answer a few questions and you'll get a real offer in seconds.
As easy as singing.
Why not? Schedule a pickup or drop off and Carvana will pay you that amount right on the spot.
As easy as playing guitar.
Actually, I find that kind of difficult. But selling your car to Carvana is as easy as...
Can be.
Visit Carvana.com or download the app to get an instant offer today.
With the Lucky Land Slots, you can get lucky just about anywhere.
This is your captain speaking. We've got clear runway and the weather's fine, but we're just going to circle up here a while and get lucky. No, nothing like that. It's just these cash prizes add up quick. So I suggest you sit back, keep your tray table upright, and start getting lucky.
Play for free at LuckyLandSlots.com. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.